Hey guys, welcome to my new YouTube video channel. Um, I'm Max, and this is not an educational video. You're not gonna get tips on how to fix your computer or your radio or anything like that. Basically, I'm just sharing some of my life experiences here in Guatemala. To be honest with you, my experience here has been, you know, little on the up and down. So this first video is basically just to share an experience that I've had regarding the mechanics here and how people go about simply scamming you here, man. It's not even funny how nobody could care less about you here, period, as far as your well-being. There's no protection against any kind of false advertising or anything like that. The reason why I say that is because I decided to start a new job, right? Like I got a job that I do during the day, but I wanted to start a new job to get like extra income, something that I like doing. One thing that I like doing, enjoy, love is driving, right? So I got into the driving, like Uber type thing, right? Uber, whatever you can call it. It's not that, it's something else called InDriver here or whatever. But that's what I started doing, right? Now, that's what I wanted to do. So what I did was I applied for a loan from a bank so I could get enough money to buy a vehicle. I bought a car from supposedly a reputable source, which was not reputable apparently. They sold me a vehicle that literally like it stalls on me, right? Like it stalls on me. There's either a sensor or some, ain't no telling what's wrong with this vehicle, man. It's just a tripped out situation. Anyways, so I get this money. I got this amount of money, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna spend 85-90% of it to purchase the vehicle, and then I use the rest to fix whatever little hiccups, because it's going to be a used vehicle. I cannot afford a brand new one. So I did that. I bought a vehicle affordable vehicle that I knew that I had to fix, and I used the rest of it to, as soon as I got it, I went to a place where they fixed like they did like maintenance on the transmission. It was supposed to be like 1,200 Qs and the Guatemalan currency here. So I was like, that's not cheap, but it's not outrageous. So I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, if it needs it, I want it to be 100%. I'm going to have people that I'm going to be driving, and I want them to be safe as well as me. So I did that. I went to this place, supposedly reputable. They then told me, hey, look, since you're getting this done, you should get this done, and maybe change a filter on your car's air conditioning, it needs changing. I'm like, okay, it's a new vehicle, so more than likely needs it. they're charging me like, they're like, yeah, they're only like $250, and the money here. It's my first car here, so I'm like, my first personal car. I've had cars before, but it's my first car that I know that I'm going to fix to keep for myself, because I'm going to fix this. I'm going to fix it to where it's safe for passengers, safe for me, and it's a comfortable, pleasant experience. So I went ahead and did that. I'm like, okay, go ahead and sell. Long story short, when I got out of that shop that I originally went to, like literally like the day after I bought it, or the same night, I believe. It went from 1,200 when they added all the little things that they kept telling me, yeah, you should do this, you should do that, you should do this, because you wanted to run nice. It's over 4,000. It's like 4,200, 4,300. Ain't no telling. I know it's over 4,000 Qs, and I'm like, but you're sure it's gonna, now it's 100%. So they're like, yes. So I'm thinking, well, I knew I was gonna have to spend money on it, so yeah, let's do it, right? When I paid the guy, he's like, look, there's a sensor on there that the scanner is telling me that might be faulty. Drive it around a little bit, and if you get any hiccups, come back and I'll check it for you. That sensor that he was supposedly fix right there and then, so the vehicle could be right for the original 4,000. In other words, he was supposed to leave the car like good to go, but he told me, yeah, there's a sensor, but he downplayed it to where it's like, I can check it later. So I take off with the car, right? The guy that sold me the car never told me anything about this. Like, he don't tell me that there's anything. Obviously, he's not going to tell me, look, this car, it's a piece of crap, really. So you're basically just giving me your money for free for something that doesn't work properly. I start driving around on it. Next thing you know, it starts stalling on me. I got a chick at the time. She was there with me, but she never said anything. But after we left, she's like, I think they charged you too much for what they did. I think they scammed you. She's more in tune with the culture here. I'm not. I'm kind of new to the country. So I basically just like, okay. So I got scammed. At this point, I still don't know that I got scammed on the car. I still thinking, okay, I got scammed by the mechanic. So she's like, look, they're gonna come. There's a mechanic that's gonna come check my car tomorrow. Have him check yours at the same time. I'm like, okay, that sounds like a good idea, because this car like stops on me, and I can be in the middle of a road, like a main road. Next thing you know, this car I'm driving, next thing you know, it's just like, it's dead. It's like, it just stops on me. Motor stops. So I'm like, what? First time I was like, freaked out. I didn't know how to restart it right away. Like, now I know how to do it, believe me. 2 seconds and I got that one going again. I've had to get used to it. So basically, I just have this mechanic look at it. He does the diagnose. He's like, you look, the scanner's showing this sensor. We're gonna change it. And I'm like, okay, cool. So he changes the first sensor. And then I told him, I said, man, the motor seems to be shaking quite a bit. And it's making a weird, strange noise. It was my mistake. I totally admit this. I messed up. I get it. One thing about this country, what you gotta do, and I knew this, I advise everybody to do this, but I'm the best at giving advice and never taking it. I did not take a mechanic when I went to buy this vehicle. So they sold me a hoopty. This guy's like, look, let's change this, let's change that, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, fix it. They fix it. About 2-3 days later, I got the same problem. I take it back. The guy takes it for a test drive. He floors it. Next thing you know, there's smoke coming out the exhaust, like smoke, like I'm talking like thick, gray, white smoke. And I'm like, what? So he starts telling me, yeah, man, you gotta rebuild the motor, or you gotta buy a new motor. And I'm like, okay, the second charge of this was like about 2,000. So now I'm like 6-some thousand, right? He's like, look, I can fix it for you, da 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 da. Then he tells me that it's gonna, he first started like about 5,000. I'm like, okay, I think I can afford that, maybe. Then next thing you know, he calls me. He's like, okay, look, this I've been asking around, da 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 da, the parts and all that, minus the fee that I'm gonna charge you. I'm up to 8,500 right now. I'm like, no, I don't have that kind of money right now, bro. I'm in Guatemala, bro. Like, we get, like, the pay here is not, like, they don't pay you much here, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can't afford that. I get another mechanic to fix it for me. He takes about 2 months, keeps my car hostage. Remember, all of this is because it stalls, right? So in other words, after that first guy told me, okay, look, I'm gonna charge you 8-some thousand. The second guy tells me I'll charge you 4,000 plus like 300 to do it. So I'm like, cool. He does all the rebuilding of the motor, ain't no telling what else. He fixes this, he fixes that. When I get it back, it still stalls on me. Like, he rebuilt the motor or whatever he did with it, right? They call it overhaul. He overhauled the motor and then it still stalls. So I'm like, hey, look, guy, hey, look, this car still stalls. He's like, look, you didn't tell me that. You told me that it was making a noise. So that's why we did that. But you never told me that it stalled. And I'm like, what? That's the whole reason for this. That's how this whole thing started. Remember, from that first mechanic that told me there was a sensor that was messed up, because when they fixed the sensor and all that, it still stalled. Anyways, I paid the guy, the car still stalled. I think I'm going to have to make another video because this one is only already like 14, and I think I'm only allowed 15 because I've tried to change the settings on this YouTube thing and it will not let me get some kind of code. So let me go ahead and pause right now and start another one and follow the thread.